Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as a given, not just an aspiration. So join me weekdays at 12 noon right after Tavis Smiley for 2 hours of the Jesse Jackson Jr. Show only on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nip.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
It's really important. I just want to throw this in there because the best relationship I had, I hope you see this interview, but the best relationship I had was with a guy who, he flew me out and we were dating for a few months, and he said, I want you here, but I don't want to talk. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go out. If you want the keys, here. If you need a card, here. It's here. But I just want you in the home. I just want to know that you're close, that you're here. I want to know where you are. He's like, if that's something you could do for a couple of days, come spend some time with me. But he's like, I don't really want to talk. I don't really want to.
You ready for this one?
Yeah, I really love
Every
that.
man, to a degree,
Yeah.
has this in them, but they don't know how to say it.
He
And I'm going
said
to give
it.
you, and I'm about to tell you
Yeah.
what he meant by that.
Yeah.
Every man wants to be by themselves, but they don't want to be alone.
Yeah. It's really-
Oh my God. Was that Cam Newton? Knock it off, Cam! Come on, one of the greatest Auburn athletes ever. My son went to Auburn, man. It's War Eagle. War damn Eagle. Hey, listen, love Auburn. Come on. And this is not a shut up and pass the ball kind of argument. But geez Louise. Every man isn't like that. When you say stuff like that, what you do is you try to freeze masculinity in a time long ago. Wise men are in tune with their feminine side. Uh-oh. I bet that ain't gonna come out of his mouth. Regulate your feminine side so you can give her the conversation and communication she needs. We got to stop these old archetypes of men don't talk or men don't express their feelings effectively. Sure, we're behind the curve. We're like the South after the Civil War. It took several decades for us to get built back up. But let me tell you, there are men out there that are vibrating on an exceedingly high level of consciousness, and they understand how to balance it. The whole every man, stop speaking for every man. Every man is not at your level of consciousness, sir. No disrespect to the great brother Cam Newton. No disrespect, but come on. Men have to grow up. Talking to your woman is part of being in a relationship. But on the clinical side, apparently statistics back up Cam. Play my devil's advocate a little bit. Right? Apparently, more men are avoidant, right? With the insecure attachment styles, more men are avoidant than women. Women lean towards AP, anxious, preoccupied, according to the stats. Huh? So just come to my house. You need a car, here's a car. I need you in my house. Can we look deeper into that clip and see that something is missing on both those people's part? Don't say nothing to me when you get here. Hold on. Andy's cue it back up. I want a list of things that you want, but don't say nothing when you get here. I'm gonna make sure everything on the list is taken care of. You need a car, you need some money, you need to go somewhere, you need to do some things. All that's taken care of. Just don't talk to me when you get here. Then the flip side of it is the lady is saying, what? The lady said, that was the best relationship of my life. Do you see we're living in a world where connection has no more worth, no more value? Go ahead, Andy. I hear you. Come on, Andy.
I'm rocking with Cam Newton a little bit, right? Now, I think sometimes I know we trip over blanket statements, right?
Right.
I don't go too crazy about blanket statements because I know sometimes it's communication. I'm not expecting everybody to be an orator and let me be specific, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and say that there's exceptions to that rule. But also, it is a clip. For me personally, I would like to maybe listen more and we
got to hear the whole show.
Just to hear the whole show, whatnot.
Right?
But there's a part of me that's like, although Cam stated that, I don't think that he does not want to talk to whoever his partner is. Maybe generally speaking,
we got to play it again.
The ladies love to talk sometimes.
What do you mean sometimes?
A lot of times, damn it.
Sometimes.
A lot of times.
A lot of times, and they just want to be heard for the most part. Unless they're very specific about you doing something. But for the most part, they're just going to talk to you. And the fact that they're talking to you means they're bonding, they like you. It's a beautiful thing. It's a good thing.
But not right now. Let me play the game real quick. And then let's talk.
Okay, that's consideration and planning. You know the Lakers is on.
You feel me?
Come on, let's not have a whole situation. But the whole play the clip again, just so people can get a feel of what's happening.
It's really important. I just want to throw this in there because the best relationship I had, I hope you see this interview, but the best relationship I had was with a guy who, he flew me out and we were dating for a few months, and he said, I want you here, but I don't want to talk. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go out. If you want the keys, here. If you need a card, here. It's here. But I just want you in the home. I just want to know that you're close, that you're here. I want to know where you are. He's like, if that's something you could do for a couple of days, come spend some time with me. But he's like, I don't really want to talk. I don't really want to.
You ready for this one?
Yeah, I really love it.
Every man, to a degree,
has
this in them, but they don't know how to say it. And I'm going to give you, and I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
I can't listen to Cam no more. You can't just say that without saying, okay, men have been conditioned to repress their emotions. I don't want to talk is crazy. It's diabolical. Not talking to your woman isn't some people think it's masculine. I'm a man. I'm a man of few words. And then nobody, come on. And then nobody's talking about her. Why is that your best relationship? What in the world? So I don't have to talk to you, and you're going to leave me to whip and money, and I could go shopping and do all that. Everything is good, and we don't have to talk at all. I'm finna hook up with all the girlfriends I got in that city, and we finna turn up. Come on. We got callers on the line, man. And tonight's topic is deep. It's very deep because we're making these distinctions between chronic loneliness, pathological loneliness, and also weaponized loneliness. I got an insecure attachment style, and I don't want to connect because intimacy and love equate to fear. You know, loneliness molds the brain's response to intimacy, right? Your psychological insight here: the interplay between chronic loneliness and altered brain chemistry, particularly in relation to oxytocin and dopamine, is significant. Sheesh. The phone lines are open, 1-800-920-1580. The Voice of Reason is live on KBLA Talk 1580. We got callers on the line, and I want to talk to them. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? Chris from Chicago. You're on the line.
Up,
hey, man, what are your thoughts, man? You're on the line. Talk to me.
All I got to say is sometimes you got to go solo, man, because people, will take advantage of you if you put yourself out there. And you got to know that balance between letting people in and closing people off.
So let me ask you a question, Chris. Do you go solo when you feel threatened? Do you go solo when you feel safe?
Probably both.
So tell me a time as a man, brother, you went solo when you felt safe. I bet you could come up with a quicker one. If you come up with a much quicker one, when I say, tell me a time you went solo when you felt threatened. See, you want to play reindeer games. I'm not with it. You representing the shy, man. Come on, that's the crib. You can't do this right now. Come on.
Oh, man. Because first of all, though, I've been on hold for 45 minutes, so I had a whole different thought process before now. So hold on.
All right, pull it together. I'm with you. You got time now. Now it's showtime, brother.
Okay. I say, for example, when I'm at work, I like to be solo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I like to get it in and get out, and no distractions and none of that. But when I'm at the crib, you know what I'm saying, I'm solo because it feels better than socializing. Like it's too much going on out here to be entertaining random people. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what motives out here. People struggling. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if they trying to set you up or they trying to be friendly. Like it's real. Complicated. I say it like that.
Man, I agree with you 100%. But what you're not saying is revealing everything I need to know. You talking about work and the streets and the neighborhood. What about your bedroom with your woman in it now? Huh?
Oh, that's what we. Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh, man. Let's just say I've been celibate for a while. Let's say it like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. That's fair. You've been out of commission, so to speak.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand. But do you find yourself, when you feel threatened in a relationship, because I don't know your attachment style, I don't know how you were raised, I don't know if you were abused, I don't know if you was raised with two great parents and a great upbringing, I don't know. But when you find that intimacy may feel a little threatening, do you go to your little cubby hole, so to speak? Do you isolate yourself?
Yeah, most definitely. I peeped that about myself. Once I start feeling attached, I'll try to find a way to sabotage the relationship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here we go. See, we got to it. First, we had to go through the neighborhood, and you had to talk about, hey, I can't trust everybody out in these streets. I got to isolate. I get it. But on the intimate side, if you don't mind, why do you think you're that way? Do women always hurt you? Do you attract women that hurt you? If so, why?
Oh, I would say at least my last relationship, it went down because I didn't see no future. So I was just like, well, I'm not gonna keep, stringing it along. I don't see no future, so I just cut it off.
Wait, you were looking for a future, she wasn't?
I'm pretty sure she was, I didn't feel like it was just
I got it. This is you sabotaging it.
Yeah.
Okay, because she was looking for a future, too. Hey, boy, Chicago is in the building wilding right now. So you sabotage. She was looking for a future. And that, man, you are the embodiment of the topic tonight. So once it got really close, once she upped the ante, like, okay, let's do this, you was like, and let's not. Is that what happened?
Right. Yeah.
Ah,
yes,
man. Sir. Let me ask, why is that the case? Are you afraid of intimacy? Are you afraid of love? I'm trying to understand. Does it frighten you?
Yeah, because, like you said, you got to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up where, vulnerability, it can't think of the right word.
It ain't safe. Okay, I'm with you. It's not safe. I got it. Hey, man, you have no idea how proud I am of you, and to be able to get on here and really you laughing it up with me, but you really laying it down flat, and I appreciate that. Like, you really telling it the way it is. And that's dope, because a lot of times men don't talk about their feelings, men don't share, and you out here sharing on a nationally syndicated show, bro. I love it, man. I love it for you, because let me just tell you, man, you're not supposed to stay that way. You know that, right?
Right.
You're supposed to, like, at some point be like, all right, let me heal from this so I could be my whole self in a relationship with somebody that's really going to be a part of what we about. But if you don't do that, you're going to always get close and then fumble at the 2-yard line with the game on the line. Stay with me. Don't leave. When we come forward, we going back to Chicago, because my brother was cooking.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank is on a mission to fight hunger and provide nutritious food to those in need across our community. They partner with federal, state, and local programs advocating for better policies and funding for critical hunger relief programs like Cal Fresh, the Emergency Food Assistance Program, and the Child and Adult Care Food Program. The food bank works with coalitions and local representatives to make sure hunger is addressed in every district of LA County. They also run nutrition education campaigns, raise hunger awareness, and source nutritious food for distribution, all while supporting regulations that allow food pantries to operate safely. Want to help? Visit lafoodbank.org or call 323-234-3030 to volunteer or find a food bank near you. Together, we can ensure that no one goes hungry in Los Angeles County. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Are you ready to be a part of the conversation that will help shape our nation's future? Get ready to join us for the Left Coast Forum, Saturday, October 25th at LA Trade Tech, where progressive voices will come together to tackle the issues that matter most to working families across Los Angeles and beyond. From economic justice to climate action, from healthcare to housing, we're bringing together the brightest minds and most passionate advocates for real solutions and real change. With workshops, 2 major keynote addresses, and a closing reception with great music and good food. It's the Left Coast Forum, where your voice matters and your ideas take action. Saturday, October 25th at LA Trade Tech. Brought to you by KBLA Talk 1580 and the LA Progressive. The future won't wait, and neither should you. Mark your calendar now to be there and be heard. Stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580 for more details.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
So what happens when we are externally focused, right? So if I'm lonely, like I need to put myself out there. So what I'm gonna do is transform myself. And this is where it's so interesting because a lot of the guidance we give people helps in some way, but actually worsens the problem. So if I'm lonely, I'm gonna focus on my social skills, I'm gonna get a good haircut, I'm gonna learn how to dress, I'm gonna start working out, I'm gonna become professionally successful. And now I've become something that I can be proud of. And now that I've become something that I can be proud of, I'm gonna go interact with other people and look at they're going to love me because now I'm sexy and I'm successful and I know how to talk to people and I'm going to talk to them in this way and I'm going to do eye contact and I'm gonna do all of the things.
Why are you taking the accent?
To connect with you, to make you like me, right? Okay. See, now you're laughing, so now I feel okay because now I know, Steven's laughing. He likes me, I'm likable. So what we actually do is we create a false version of ourselves for people to love. And that's what really screws us because they don't fall in love with us.
So that's the diary of a CEO, and he's pointing out something that is exceedingly important. A healthy gamer, right? That's who that was. Healthy gamer, the diary of a CEO, Dr. K. And he points out something that's real. Listen, healing is about self-acceptance. If you are trying to heal in order to be accepted by someone else, you are actually, thwarting everything you're doing to actually heal. Healing is about self-acceptance, right? When you accept every aspect of yourself, dark, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, whatever, every aspect, right? That's the beginning of the process of individuation, right? You have to become a whole person, right, in order to attract another one. Otherwise, you'll continue to attract, right, these little micro lessons that you continuously need to be able to deal with. So many people identify with, oh, I'm an avoidant, or I'm an anxious preoccupied. I don't want to be anxious preoccupied. I don't want to be fearful avoidant. I don't want to be dismissive avoidant. I don't even want to be secure. I want to be beyond secure, because secure attachment is still subject to the influences of the 3 insecure attachments. So some people think, oh, you know how we do. We'll turn it into attachment style classism. I'm secure. That means I'm better than you. Like, wait a minute. No, you're not. Because a savvy dismissive avoidant will pull you anxious in a heartbeat. Same for, an anxious preoccupied or a fearful avoidant. They will pull you in. Let me get Chris back in here. Chris from Chicago was cooking. Bruh. Are you there?
What's the word?
Chris, so
yes, sir.
This is what I'm asking of you. Would you please, man, just do it as an experiment for the big homie. Just do it as an experiment. Go find in Chicago a sister that is, right, a clinical psychologist, and schedule a session with her for this express reason. I want to know what my attachment style is. And you know what she's going to do? She's going to walk you through your upbringing. She's going to break all of this down. She going to let you know. And then go on the journey of understanding attachment theory, because I don't want you to sabotage any more relationships, because that might have been a really good one. Now, I don't know the sister. I don't know if she beat you up like Sha'Carri Richardson. I don't know what happened. But that might have been a good one for you. So I don't want you to lose any more good ones, right? We good on that?
Right. I feel you, though.
Can I get you to just book a session with a sister? Hopefully she's on some spiritual mess, pull you in with the spiritual and the psychological, get you right, bro, so you can get on the path to understanding yourself better. Is that fair?
That's fair. I'll take that into consideration.
All right, I appreciate that. Guess what you just did, Chris?
What I do, though.
Come on, man. You brought Chicago in the building. Shy-Teasy, the third city. Listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580, the voice of reason. We on fire tonight.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Black Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott says the city has cut 3,500 vacant properties since 2020, now down to about 12,500. Speaking at the Maryland Association of Counties conference, he highlighted the $3 billion Refrain Baltimore plan with Black Governor Wes Moore's administration and private developers to eliminate the rest over 15 years, though challenges like rising homelessness remain. Atlanta rapper Young Thug will have nearly $150,000 in cash, luxury cars, and jewelry returned after they were seized in his 2022 gang and racketeering case. His attorneys argued prosecutors missed the 60-day deadline for a civil forfeiture hearing. He will not get back the guns or YSL-themed jewelry. And a new plaque in Troy now honors black soldiers who fought in the Civil War. The Ohio historical marker was unveiled Saturday at Riverside Cemetery, where 20 of those veterans are buried. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
Hi, I'm Jesse Jackson Jr., inviting you to join me weekdays at 12 noon, right after Tavis Smiley, here on KBLA Talk 1580. As a law school graduate and a theologian with a firm grasp of our body politic given almost 2 decades in Congress, my show is the fresh new home of an authentic, uncompromised quest for transformation and salvation, both personal and collectively, as I vigorously interrogate the theological and symbolic meanings embedded in our society. I promise to leverage my knowledge of history, theology, and both international and domestic issues to imagine an inclusive vision for the future, which I hope will inspire all of us to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as a given, not just an aspiration. So join me weekdays at 12 noon right after Tavis Smiley for 2 hours of the Jesse Jackson Jr. Show, only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yo, it's Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gems with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than they sweat. Well, it's time to level up. Welcome to Huff and Puff, where excuses die and champions rise. Smack dab at 1221 North La Brea on the corner of Fairview. This ain't a photo shoot, it's a battleground. Certified achievers in the game. Trainers who grind with you, not post pictures beside you. Whether you're chasing your next personal record or just trying to outrun your past, this is your sanctuary of sweat. No mirrors, no filters, no fluff, just pain, passion, and purpose. Stop talking, start training, huff hard, puff loud, be legendary. Where folks go to war with their weaknesses. Huff and Puff.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. Every girl deserves a chance to shine. That's the belief behind Forgiving for Living, Inc. Since 1999, this organization has been empowering at-risk girls ages 13 to 18, helping them overcome behavioral and mental health challenges. Founder Wendy Gladney's personal journey inspired the mission to give girls hope and purpose through the power of forgiveness. Through their ambassador program, workshops, and annual conference, Forgiving for Living has touched over 3,000 young lives, providing mentoring, life skills, training, and tools for building self-esteem and confidence. You can make a difference. Visit forgivingforliving.org to donate, volunteer, become a mentor, or find help for a young girl in need. Forgiving for Living, Inc., building brighter futures for young girls. Visit forgivingforliving.org today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind: to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my 2 sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-687-7979. That's 800-687-7979. 800-687-7979.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Autopsy Initiative provides a second autopsy free of charge for victims' families who have lost their loved ones due to a police-related death. The services offered through the initiative include the completion of a second autopsy, disclosure of preliminary findings, and a final autopsy report. A police-related death is when an individual is harmed by police officers using deadly force, which results in an individual's death. Police-related death includes in-custody deaths, including those that arise during contact with law enforcement officers during arrest, pursuit, booking, transport, or incarceration. The Autopsy Initiative has a team of board-certified pathologists on call. An autopsy request may be completed by anyone with a close relationship with the victim, which may include the victim's spouse, partner, relative, close friend, or lawyer. To request a free second autopsy for a victim of police violence, please visit knowyourrightscamp.com. That's knowyourrightscamp.com. Then click on Autopsy, then click on Request. At KBLA, we believe in justice for victims of police violence. We say their names, and we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
It's another sleepless night without you, girl. Things didn't turn out right. Time to move on. Every night the tears fall from my eyes to wash away the loneliness. Long after your tears have dried, I'll be crying all the time.
If you're going to make it in recovery, you need the attitude of courage. And what I have found over the years is that courage is in our culture today an often misunderstood word. People often think that if they have courage, they don't feel any fear. Most people from complex trauma struggle with courage. And I'm going to explain that as well. But healing from complex trauma requires immense courage. It, to me, is one of the foundational building blocks of a healthy recovery. Once a person begins to understand courage and implement courage, it helps them reclaim their power. It creates resilience. It helps them to grow. It is such an important thing. Courage is an essential attitude. So let me define and then explain courage. So the definition of courage is not the absence of fear. It is doing the right thing in the midst of fear. So with courage, I feel fear. That's the emotion. But instead of letting it pull me in the old ways of responding to fear, fight, flight, freeze, I now choose to do what is healthy. That's what courage is. It's doing the right thing.
Man, self-avoidance creates fear, which is a lack of resilience. I'm afraid I'm not going to get out there. Intimacy and love is not what I was raised with, so guess what? I'm choosing loneliness. That's a heavy way to look at it, right? That was Tim Fletcher, right? And he had some very salient points there, you know. He was calling it courage. Until he said resilience, that was the only thing that was coming into mind. Many people are afraid of love, and they're going to go ahead and say love is not enough to justify being afraid of it. We got callers on the line. We got my brother, John, Mountain View, Hawaii. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic, my friend? You brought the big island in the building, so I'm going to get out your way so you can expound on your thoughts.
Oh, wow. First off, don't give me that kind of freedom on your show. It's not my show. It's your show.
But you know what I'm saying. I know you be having things to say, brother. Come on.
Indeed, and blessings to everyone within the sound of my voice as always. I hope peace and blessings upon you because I'm currently sitting in the house in my own sweat.
Okay. Thank you for the extra bit of information. So
back to you, Zoe.
Right.
Anyway, on today's show, which again, I find myself in this predicament, yet at the same time not as threatened. Due to the fact that, one, I have a mirror and I know who my friends are. The Bible reminds me, faithful are the wounds of a friend. I have to explain, due to the fact that it will require somebody outside of me to see the things that I have that are wrong with me that will put me in the right place where I need to be, and it's called pruning.
Okay. I like that. Pruning.
We're avoiding the pruning that needs to take place in our spirit so that we could get along with others. Do you go to the grocery store that people you see frequently at it, and do you not say hello? You already established a relationship, or you wouldn't be going to the same grocery store. So how are you avoiding anything when it comes to transactions you know you have to deal with when it comes to your own survival?
Come on, it's like avoiding paying a bill. Out of sight, out of mind. If that person is out of sight and out of mind, hey, I've avoided that whole situation. I don't even have to deal with it.
Now back to you in this mirror.
Man, you know people don't like mirrors, man. Listen, if you're self-avoidant, you know that. If you self-avoidant, you're a psychological vampire. You don't do mirrors. And relationships are mirrors, so we not doing mirrors. Come on.
But the whole point of you having a relationship with yourself, again, that first marriage, you're supposed to know both sides of you. Therefore, and furthermore, that communications that consciously or unconsciously come from the other human being, that female side, one that you should be adapt to, but also be man enough to be able to funnel. I didn't say control. I said funnel. At the point of you understanding yourself, you have to go through that test to find out what that is. Ready for it?
I'm ready.
It's called a workout. It's called a workout. People go to the gym and expound upon weights and express their own, like I am, sitting in my own sweat, dealing with the situation at hand. The only way that you're going to be able to have better relationships is if you go through that same trial and test with somebody else. And it can't be just you. Because even if you are having that relationship with you, you wouldn't avoid the mirror.
But John, we're living in a resilience crisis. People don't want it hard anymore. They don't want to do the work. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jackson, Prince, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, these are all anomalies. People who are obsessively focused on their craft, right? What if you had people that were as focused on their spirit as those guys were on their individual craft? I had somebody tell me today, oh man, every moment can't be meaningful. Then what are you alive for?
That part, which again, if you're encouraged enough and got enough audacity to stand there like a white boy in his underoos with your da-dun-da-dun going on, while you make the statement, you a man. Somebody's got to question that. And ma'am, if you can shut down a whole computer system called ChatGPT and have it go through its 5th version because all you do is speak to it,
Wow. Who did
but
that?
it doesn't do anything to reflect anything changing you. Once again, the audacity, the gall, the nerve.
The nerve. Oh, the unmitigated nerve. Oh, sweet Jesus, help me kill Django. It's Candyland, Django. I totally understand. I'm flummoxed with most people. They want everything from life. They don't want to give any effort, or they don't want to cultivate it in any way, shape, or form. And if they are confronted with true, real love and intimacy, they do what the homie Chris from Chicago did. He sabotaged it, had a good situation, said, you know what, getting a little too tight up in here, let me get up out. And this is what society is turning into. John,
So
I'm gonna
you
need
can't
you to
afford-
I'm gonna need you to heal society, John. Those are your orders. So
Heal society? Heal society? Wow!
Those-
I got the job of healing society.
Those are your orders.
Whoa! Come on, Jesus! But anyway, let me. Oh my God!
All right, John.
Oh my goodness!
Go make it.
Yo, wild.
John, guess
Oh
what
my
you just
goodness, this
did,
is
brother?
Sir, let me add with these few words.
Okay.
Find your balance.
Find your balance.
Amen.
All right, brother. Guess what you just did?
Mountain View's in the house. Blessings to all. Be in LA soon, bro.
Yes, sir. Mountain View, Hawaii is in the building. When we come forward, we going to Grand Prairie, Texas. We all over.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
During this time, it's important for everyone to know your rights. The 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendments in the U.S. Constitution protects every one of us, regardless of immigration status. The 4th Amendment requires a judicial warrant to search your home. The 5th protects your right to remain silent, and the 6th gives you the right to an attorney. Just remember,
No warrant, no key. My privacy. You don't have to speak. No lawyer inside. Don't say a thing. Yeah, we all got rights.
Hey, we all got rights.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio that's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Anticipates ways I can show you how much I love you. Candy flowers, priceless pearls, romantic trips around the world. Baby, just think you and me.
Hi, I'm Ross Rosenberg. Welcome to my latest YouTube video and podcast. My last video I did was on pathological loneliness. And as a quick review, that is an existential disease that is common for the disorder known as SLDD, or self-love deficit disorder. And if you follow me, you know that is a replacement term for codependency, as it is as a withdrawal symptom of the addiction, or what I call SLDD addiction. And for more information, please go back to that video or see other videos that I've made on pathological loneliness and self-love deficit disorder. The trauma technique that
Gosh, I love Ross Rosenberg. He shouldn't have been the last clip because he was about to open a can of whoop tail. I love what he was about to do, but go get his book, The Human Magnet Syndrome, Why Hurt People Hurt Us. Go get that book. It's a very, very detailed, in-depth book that it breaks down SLDD, which is the term he coined. And like he said, it's a replacement term for codependency. Please check it out, The Human Magnet Syndrome. Now, let me get my final caller in here. Anybody else? I can't get to you right now because we're up against the clock. Bowman from Grand Prairie, Texas. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic, my friend?
Oh, man, it's always amazing. I want to say this real quick. A lot of the times the reason why people are self-avoidant is because it's not they're avoiding themselves, but it's a fear of how others will see them. They don't want people to know that they are broken. And they avoid having to deal with that reality because they don't want how others to see how they are, how they've turned out. They aren't who they used to be, which I call it the Humpty Dumpty effect.
Or who they said they were.
That too,
Yeah, yeah.
It's a hard reality to live up to.
Yeah.
So when we start talking about people who are anxious, you ever heard the terminology or the saying, the energy is off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Many people walking around are too consumed with technology and other stimulants, and it's driving them crazy, or it's making them to where they can't even connect with other people, and the energy is off.
I listen, if I smoked, I would smoke a bag of what you talking about, bruh. I'm just saying, if I smoke, I can smoke a bag of that, man. Come on, Bowman. I'm with you. The energy's off, man. The energy is off. I'm with Bowman on this one. Now, how often, Bowman, have I been with you once? How often have I agreed, Bowman? Tell me.
Here and there, maybe 30 out of 80. You know, it just depends.
All right, I'm shooting 30% from three-pointer. I got to get my game right. All I'm saying is I agree with what you're saying. We live in an insulated and isolated, kind of society. Social media, all these avatars and platforms. We get to, even the chat rooms, we get to talk how we wouldn't normally talk. So again, I'm 100% agreeing with you, man. There's this addiction, to the safety that, autonomy brings on social media that makes relationships a bit awkward. I'm 100% on board with that. Man, you don't call in enough. Guess what you did, brother?
Yes.
You don't know what you did?
Put Grand Prairie on the map.
Come on, my brother Bowman. We ain't heard from Bowman in so long, man. I appreciate the call, man. Listen, y'all know how I do. I start conversations. I'm a conversation starter. It's up to you to finish it. You guys can argue over it. I'm not here to be right. I'm not here to be, expert. And listen, we're all human beings trying to figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe loneliness can protect you from love or intimacy, because there's going to be a longing for connection. There's going to be a desire to want to understand more. And there's going to be an opportunity that presents you, or that is presented to you, that I believe you can't refuse. So it's like a love offer you can't refuse. Loneliness is not merely a deficit state. For many with dismissive avoidant or mixed insecure styles, it is a strategy. When early care parents, right, or care pairs proximity with overwhelm, neglect, or misattunement, the nervous system learns a brutal equation. Intimacy equals danger. In adulthood, chronic, even pathological loneliness becomes a self-administered anesthetic, right? Painful, yes, but safer than the crescendos that closeness evokes. Listen, you got to get close to yourself before you can get close to anybody else. And if you can face you, you can face intimacy. Did you hear what I just said? If you can learn how to face the total you, you can face intimacy. You can face love. Facing your shadow is probably the scariest thing you'll ever be called to do. And the playlist was lit tonight. I was waiting for one, though. I don't know what it was, but I was waiting for one. The playlist be on fire. My playlist is my co-host. Listen, I'll be back tomorrow with another slapper, the VOR, in here all week. Let's get it.
Leaves me only waiting for the chance.